Yo, what is good YouTube? Gio here. Welcome back to the official Unorthodox YouTube channel. Don't bother adjusting your phone or your TV because I got that all figured out for you. And the reason for that is today we are flipping the script. Today we get to Weartesters. And yes, I am talking about the NW1. All right, we are Underdogs and Kato Choi collaborating with Chris Chase, aka Nightwing2303, the OG shoe tuber, the OG performance reviewer. And after 2 years of work, this is what they have to offer. The Kobe tribute colorway, paying homage to one of the greatest basketball players ever. And let's see how they play out on court. All right, so starting off with the traction, if it looks familiar, the inspiration was taken from the Air Jordan 1, that radial style traction pattern. So the traction starts off from the ball of the foot and it spirals out into the rest of the shoe, spiraling out into a web style traction pattern taken from Spider-Man influence. So Nightwing isn't only a shoe collector, he's also into the whole comic book game. So that's a little nod to his other hobby. So the traction, how it plays out on court is that it works, it's basic, but the traction pattern does have two flaws. So one being the durability. If you can see the heel portion of the high wear areas, you can see the traction is working, but it is rubbing off easily. The material has the consistency of a crayon. So once I'm dragging my foot, a little bit of that rubber compound is being left on the floor. So the durability is one issue, and the other issue is that it is a dust magnet. So wiping is very essential in using these shoes. Just like most shoes in the market, wiping is essential, especially on outdoor use. All right, so moving on to the cushion. I believe the cushion is called Lightwing foam. It's We Are Underdogs and Nightwing's own blend of EVA foam. Not sure exactly on how much rubber they're using, but what I can tell you is that how it feels like. So it feels like the GH1. It's light, and at the same time it gives minimal bounce, but not to the point where you're like, whoa. But it gets the job done. It's a no-nonsense shoe. And you can see around in the medial side right here that there are creases, so you can see that the cushion is actually working. So from a try-on standpoint, I thought the stiffness of the cushion was going to be an issue, but after breaking it in through some shoot-arounds in a few games, you will get that minimal cushion, but it's not crazy, it's basic, it's okay, it's good to go. Now moving on to the fit. This is one area where it's going to be a little tough to explain to you because you can't try these shoes on since they are only working on a pre-order basis. So what I noticed is that the shoe fits pretty tight. It's built off of a Kobe 5 last. So the Kobe 5, that was originally a fuse shoe, but this one is all leather, and we'll get through that with the materials and all that. But for now, what I can tell you is that it fits pretty tight, and since I am a wide footer and I do have that toe ramming issue, having gone to my normal size. So if I were you and I was gonna pre-order on the We Are Underdogs website, I would suggest going half a size up for wide footers. It does fit 1-to-1, but again, watch out for that toe ram. All right, so moving on to the materials, this is actually the best part of the shoe. So the upper is made entirely out of genuine leather. So once you do that Nightwing whiff, that smell, you get that smell of an Italian leather belt. Whereas let's say the LeBron Viotech, which was also made out of genuine leather, that kind of smelled like the inside of a bag. And the front part, you got suede. The bottom is rubber. So the side panel of the shoe is a mesh. They call it, I think it's called ballistic mesh. It molds to the foot. So even though I am flat-footed, I am still getting a comfortable 1-to-1 fit. Asymmetrical tongue, it's quilted, at least in this colorway, it's quilted. Also molds to your foot because it is made out of leather. And one more thing is that the inner lining is very smooth and it's easy to get on your foot and it feels good on foot. And rounding it out in the back of the shoe, you also get a few hits of that suede with the NW1 emblem. All right, so overall, my thoughts on the NDub1, first shoe of Nightwing, first actual shoe, and first performance model for We Are Underdogs. They pretty much got all the basics covered, but they upped the ante by including premium materials. So it takes you back to Nike and Jordan's heyday, to when premium materials like leather were pretty much standard on performance footwear. So if you do like that, if you're into that whole nostalgic 80s vibe shoe with high quality materials and good performance, I suggest you should go for the NDub1. And just remember to go up half a size if you don't like that toe ramming problem. And we'll look forward to the NDub2, I guess. All right, so with that being said, that takes care of the NDub1. See you on the next shoe. Peace.